And ultimately, what we're going to see is, we're going to be forced to, account for carbon. So we might as well get started now. So why does this all really matter? Well, I suppose the key point to make is that energy transition is just that. It is a transition. And as we navigate it, we do need to be able to quantify and assess our progress. As such, it's critical that we understand their full carbon life cycles, because only then can we actually enable ourselves to make informed decisions for a truly decarbonized future. Finally, whether we like it or not, this life cycle accounting of carbon that we've been talking about here is going to become the norm. Things like carbon border taxes and the carbon border adjustment mechanism being rolled out by the EU and globally is sort of making this law. There is probably a Trump factor that might slow this down a little bit, but it's coming. And ultimately, what we're going to see is, we're going to be forced to, account for carbon. So we might as well get started now. And really, to lead the change and be able to, lead this energy transition, we need to measure it.
So we're now at the point where, we see that wind and solar is cheap. And while we say cheaper isn't always better, in this case, it's quite a direct lower carbon intensity. And so a lot of companies and developers, it's almost business as usual. To build a new wind farm, to build a new solar farm, to build a new renewable energy project is almost business as usual relative to, the coal and gas. We haven't seen new coal for, 25 years or 20, or probably not 20 years, probably about 16 or 17 years now, actually, with Bayswater and WA being the most recent one. And then if we look just broadly at the power industry, we have carbon intensive industries, mining, metals processing, minerals processing, heavy industry. They're decarbonising, and they're decarbonising through power purchase agreements. So a great example is Rio Tinto, who signed a few PPAs recently to decarbonise or supply green power to their facilities in Gladstone. And now that power is generally cheaper than buying it from the spot market. And of course, it's green. So all of their carbon intensive processes in Gladstone are now having reduced carbon intensity. Broadly,